Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Sentinel Sports Extra Cavs postgame report. Good news tonight from Rocket Arena as the Cavs defeat the San Antonio Spurs 130 to 117. Really good second half by the Cavs, allowing only 45 points in the second half. Before we get to the business, let's get to our show is brought to you by CT Roofing and Power Wash, the official roofer of the Lake County Sentinel. 440-278-0506 for a free quote for a new roof or a siding. They also do decks and power wash. So call them today, get a quote. They'll help you with insurance also. So that's CT Power Roofing and Power Wash. So tonight's game, 130-117, the Cavs win. Donovan Mitchell leads the game in scoring with 28. Jalen Tyson had 24. I have 25 here. He had 24. De'Aaron Fox led the Spurs with 25. Evan Mobley notched his 11th double-double of the season. He had 17 points and 10 rebounds in the winning effort for the Cavs. They played really well in the second half, particularly the third quarter. The third quarter, they outscored the Spurs 44 to 19. They went on a run almost immediately as the quarter began. They out-rebounded the Spurs 19 to 3 in the third quarter. What have I been saying all year? It's rebounding. The defense has been, it's been the issue all season long. Yes, San Antonio did not have Victor Wembanyama, but they played other games this year where teams have been shorthanded and they crapped the bed rebounding-wise. So it was nice to see them come out in the second half and just dominate. And only give up 45 points, in the second half, which that doesn't happen in the NBA that often anymore. And they scored 66. So it was a nice effort. Naquan Tomlin started. It was great to see him start. He finished the game with 13 points. He only had 2 rebounds, but his impact on a game does not show in the statistics. It really doesn't. I think anybody that watches him play will tell you that his impact is just how he impacts the game. I mean, it's hard to explain. If you're not watching, if you haven't seen him play, you'll see his stats and you think, well, what's so special about this guy? But if you see him play, then you'll know what's special about him. Jalen Tyson had a great game tonight, really nice game. And it was just a good, the rebounding was spectacular tonight. Craig Porter Jr., what a rebounder for a little guy. The smallest guy on the team. He pulled down 7 boards tonight. Dean Wade, of course, he had a nice night on the boards too with 8. But this is the kind of rebounding defensive effort that this team is capable of, and it's been missing for most of this season. I know they've had a lot of injuries, but there were guys out tonight, and they still rebounded well. So it was a really nice effort to see, especially heading into tomorrow night against Golden State. I'm thinking that Darius Garland will play tomorrow. I don't, there's no real word on Jared Allen, so who knows, when he's going to be back. I think they just don't want to risk that thumb and make it worse, so it lingers for a long time. But, the second half was the kind of half that I know I expected to see from this team all year. And we look like we're kind of in a cloud here on the YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter stream. Oh, look at that! It kind of looks like the lighting, the bright lights, you know. Um, but so good news tonight from here. Cavs will play the Warriors tomorrow. The Warriors are 11-12. They're 4-9 on the road. They're 8th in the West, 3rd in the Pacific Division. That'll be tomorrow at 7:30 here at Rocket Arena. We will not be covering it. The Cavs trail the all-time series with the Warriors 68-56, but they do lead at home, which includes the Cleveland Arena, Richfield Coliseum, and Rocket Arena. They lead, I don't have it here, but I believe it's 30-25. They lead at home. The Cavs have won 4 straight against the Warriors since the disgusting loss at home on January 20th, 2003, when the Warriors sat 4 of their starters and beat the Cavs that night. And Ty Jerome lit the Cavs up for 22 points, and Jordan Poole scored 32 that night. That was a low point of that season. I remember several practices just before games right after that. Of course, that was when J.B. Bickerstaff was the coach. But as I said, the Cavs have won 4 straight since. So we will be with you. The next time we will be with you on here for a pregame show or a postgame will be on December 16th. But I will have my Cavs Weekly on Monday, where we'll review this week. We'll review the Warriors game, and then we'll preview the upcoming week. And there's not much going on next week for the Cavs. I think they have 2 games. So that'll be pretty much it. But I hope everybody has a good week, good weekend. Watch some college football. Ohio State playing Indiana. And I'll see you soon, Monday afternoon, for Cavs Weekly Report. Have a good night, everybody.